Hey everybody, happy Sunday. I hope that wherever you are and whatever you are doing, you are safe and you are with someone you care about who cares about you. Lots has been happening in the garden this week and I am now officially behind schedule. At least I feel like I am behind schedule. Let me show you though how much progress has been made. We've got potatoes growing at breakneck speed. We also have some flowers on some of our potatoes, including the volunteer potatoes over there. I have been busy with the apple trees. I had to actually cut some of the apple tree branches off because I was worried that we had so many apples that we were going to end up in a situation where the branches were just going to be so heavy that they actually pulled the branches off and damaged the tree. So that was the thing I had to do. Over here, you will see we have plenty of rose action. This one is called Rosie the Riveter. I love it. It's a wonderful rose. This is Pope John Paul, I think, which has decided to shoot up in a weird way. And then I'm waiting for this rose. I know it's got a little bit of rust on it. I'm waiting for this rose to open because this is the stock, the root stock for a rose that died a while ago. And I kept meaning to like throw it out and now it's decided to grow. So, I mean, I'm not going to complain. I think I have to be like happy that I've got another rose I didn't think I had. Over here, though, we've got hollyhocks coming up, which are great. We've got a foxglove that I transplanted last weekend, and as a consequence of the transplant, it's got a little droopy, but as you can see, it's starting to pick up because it's getting a decent amount of water. We've got all of the watering systems on now, and that's helping. It's automated. And over here, we have the honeysuckle. So everything is, from a perspective of the flowers, everything's good. The sunflowers are looking great. Also over here with the sweet peas are looking great. We actually had a little bit of rain today, which is very good. We had a lovely time. But also, I want to talk about what's been going on in the greenhouse and what I've not been doing in the garden. So over here, if I turn around, you will see that everything is the same as it was. Part of that was because last weekend I went to a local fur con, which I really needed to go to. I wanted to go to it. And I was kind of dragged by some friends. Look, you need to go. You need to go. Come on, let's go. I had a great time, but it did actually wipe me out. So I didn't get as much gardening done last week as I had hoped. But check out in here. Tomatoes are all doing great. The zucchini or courgettes, the cucumbers, the peppers and the corn. Everything is doing great, with the exception of this, which someone ate. So I need to put some new cauliflower in. I've got one sprout that has survived. Someone is eating things still, and I need to figure out who it is because I need to have words. But in the follow-up from last week, can you see there? We've got so many new peppers coming up. I'm not so frustrated about having lost some of my peppers earlier this year. And, you know, some of them are doing just great. Look, this one's doing just fine. So I'm very happy about the peppers that are growing, and also the tomatillos and the tomatoes. So many tomatoes. As you can see, they are going to need some watering. I will jump in here after I've been filming and I will finish watering them for the day. Now I've just been run off my feet. Kate has been away. Kate Walton-Elliott has been away. My wife, Kate, is going away next week, and she's going to be away for a while. And so I've been trying to get other stuff done as much as possible. That is not too dry. It's actually still damp under there. So they are looking good. Some of the leaves not happy about the changes in heat, but they will survive. They will keep going. They're actually doing pretty darned well. So with Kate away, Kate Walton-Elliott away, and also one of our cameras broke. So she wasn't able to use the camera anyway, and then she was away. So I've been doing extra work here and filming here, but as you can see, I'm still in the process of growing my peas and my beans, which I replaced some of them from last week. I've started watering in the evening and the morning, evening and morning, to try and get as much water in as possible. Not watering them heavily, just enough to get them through the day. And this weekend, hopefully, fingers crossed, I need to clean out the greenhouse. I need to put fresh soil in, and I need to actually plant plants in the ground. So all of these tomatoes and cucumbers and stuff, they need to go in, otherwise they're just going to be wasted, and I really don't want to waste them. The other thing I need to do is I need to dig out and weed some of the plant areas that I haven't yet tackled. I also need to weed my strawberries, which are here. You can see strawberries are now growing, but I've also got a huge number of weeds coming up. But as you can see, for next week, hopefully I will have some strawberries to share, and I won't be able to share them with Ashley because Ashley passed away. For those who don't know who Ashley was the little kind of grey lavender Orpington was her breed, that used to be right here. And she was a sweetheart. She was one of my favourite hens. And over the last couple of weeks, I think I may have even mentioned it in the last video, she had started to behave very strangely. So she would kind of get into a corner and not want to do anything. And the weekend before last, I actually cleaned out her bedding and put some fresh bedding in, and she seemed fine. And then literally a few days later, she went downhill really, 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 really fast. Well, I ended up picking her up, and unbeknownst to me, and it does happen with older hens, and there is, I should probably give you a trigger warning at this point. I'm going to be discussing some nasty stuff, so I'll give you a few seconds. She had a cyst that I hadn't noticed, and it burst. And it must have burst the day after I, gave her some fresh bedding. And it was a warm day, and I think a fly or maybe a botfly or something had got in to her coop through her coop mesh, which was not as fine as the mesh on the coop behind me, and laid eggs in her wound. And the larvae come out, they pupate really quickly, and they had started to eat her alive. When I picked her up, she had fluid on her lungs. And then when I looked underneath her and I saw that she had this sore that had grown and that had been eaten out and was very large, like larger than could be safely saved. It would have required surgery probably. And there are no vets in the area that will work on pet chickens, especially out in the country. And she was very sick. She was very, very sick. So we had to euthanize her. And I hope I never have to deal with that particular burst, cyst and infection from insects again, because it was disgusting. It was horrible. I hated every second of it. And that also impacted my desire to go out and garden this week. And part of me is it's really saddened that this happened, but I grew up on a farm, right? I am a farm girl. I understand that sometimes even the best animal carers miss things, and sometimes it's time. And so that was unfortunately her time. I miss her terribly. I keep going out and expecting to see her and her little conversation that she liked to give. But I will say that the last day she had, she was not happy. She did not want to be here. And I suppose I just have to console myself with that fact that she had decided it was time. And had I not acted, she probably would have died of her own pain that same day. So I'm sorry to report that. I hope that that's not scuppered your day. But tell me what's going on in your garden, because from death comes life, right? And we have to keep hoping and looking for the next sunrise and hoping that things get better, because that's the only thing we can do. And being in the natural world and enjoying the world around us is a good way of remembering that. So I will see you this time next week. Tell me what's happening in your garden. Tell me about your chickens if you have any. And take care of yourself. Thanks for joining us today, and if you've got thoughts, make sure you leave them in our Discord chat room, on our Patreon page down below, or you can reach out to us on Mastodon or Blue Sky. Thanks to the amazing list of people scrolling by on your screen right now. They're part of the massive community of supporters who make this channel possible, helping us through Patreon and YouTube, covering our bills, paying our team, and helping us to remain 100% independent. If you'd like to join them and see your name listed here, just follow the links below. We've got options available across a wide range of different price points, starting from $1.50 US a month. A massive welcome to our newest supporters: Roshilu, Lynn, Mogren, Yalafli, Abigail, Jason Hellman, Mike, Rastas, Jay, Jim Boyer, Treeboil, Steffel HB, Calvin Klein, Albedardo Conessa, John Snyder, Scott Matheson, Mia Hartman, Philip Paul, Randolph Lee, Simon Cotell, Stephen Meadows, BGB Thauben, Kristen Ramison, James Holyroad, Robin Holston, MK Duffer, S.A. Gimpson, Chip Chandler, Jeff Harrop, Nye Mister, Robert Betancourt, Jason Broder, Byron Newton, and Mark. To join the list and get your shout out, become a paid Patreon member for your moment of fame, and you can even gift membership to someone else. If you'd like to support us with a one-off donation, you'll also find links below to make Ko-fi and Bitcoin donations, and we even have an old-fashioned PO box you can reach us at for the time being, address listed below. You'll also find links to our swag store, and if you are someone who has to shop on Amazon, please consider using our affiliate link so we get the commission, not Jeff Bezos. So we can continue to focus on making our content even better and reduce burnout. We're a little freer with our release days this year, but plan on dropping new content every Tuesday, Thursday, and Saturday on the main channel, plus something on Sunday over on Transport Evolved Take 2. If you want more, the algorithm that hates us thinks you should be watching this video, but this one is one we think you should check out. Be awesome, be kind, be intentional, and don't forget to resist. Keep evolving!